do candy stuff with me while I talk about a person that has really been pissing me off lately. So basically, first, what I'm gonna do is, this was up on my Depop, and then one of my friends checked out my Depop, and they were like, hey, I'd like to purchase this, and I can pay you the amount that it was set for on Depop, but just in person, and then you can mark the listing as sold. And so I marked the listing as sold. Technically, this is sold, and don't mind my double chin. Oopsies. But I will be giving this to them at school, and they will be paying me $4 for it. I don't have a British accent. I don't know why my voice keeps doing this. I sound like I have a British accent, but I do not. Anyway, the person that has been like really pissing me off lately is this person at my school, and I'm not gonna name names, but I'm just gonna call them M. Sorry, there's a pen on my arm. Anyway, I'm just gonna. That's fine. Yeah, because that just looks weird. Ugh. Somebody's like username or something. So, but the person that has been like really pissing me off lately is M at my school, and a while ago, the person that had originally been friends with them and kind of made it so that I was friends with them because we hung out a lot together. Yeah, I'm just gonna call them my friend. They have, in the past, they told this person, M, that they didn't want to be friends with them anymore. And, M, was really mad about it, but they didn't really they were upset, but they didn't protest. They were like, what? Why would you want to do this? But okay, kind of thing. And, hold on. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can't talk today. It's really hard. I don't know. English is confusing. Anyway, like I said, they had said they didn't want to be friends, but then M kind of guilt tripped my friend into being friends with them again. And when they first stopped being friends, I was not friends with him either anymore. And so I was not very happy with him because of the stuff that he was doing. I'm not going to go into detail about that because that should be its own video. I'm going to be ranting for 3 hours if I'm going to do that. But all that happened. It was kind of like an on and off thing. They weren't friends, and then M guilt tripped them. They weren't friends. Back and forth, flip flop, you know? And stupid jeans, bro. Sorry, I keep pausing. Speaking is hard. Anyway, as I was saying, I was kind of I was mad at the dude, so I wasn't talking to M. And that's pretty much the gist of that. But then recently we found out that he was likely the one that told people something about us that wasn't true, spreading rumors and whatever. And then what he did, I think it was a week ago, but I only found out today, was that he posted a video talking about something that my friend and their other friend did that they did not do, and is just completely false information. And that kind of pissed me off because what do you mean? That literally never happened. I was a witness to most of the stuff, most of the claims. Oh my gosh. I've been a witness to most of the stories that he has changed to make them sound worse than they are. And none of it happened like that. He also constantly lies to people. My friend was gone for a while, and when I was crying about the fact that they were gone for a while and that I really wanted to hang out with them, yeah, I know, I was crying about that. Sue me, I don't care. Leave a hate comment if you really care that much. I don't. And he was laughing at me while I was crying, and that's one of the reasons I hate him. And when he was confronted about it by my other friend, he said, "What? I never did that." So, yes, you did. We have multiple other people's statements to say that you did. And really, like, the stuff that he does is, I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm just going to explain why I don't like him because I feel like it. But basically, he's kind of a narcissist, and whenever I bring up, like, any problem that I have, he immediately puts it over with something that's wrong with him. Like, I'll say, "Hey, I'm having a really hard time right now because my parents are, like, mad at me because I don't do my missing assignments. Nah, 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 nah." And then he goes and says, "Oh, well, I'm autistic. Oh, well, I have dyslexia. Oh, well, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, well, my life sucks more than yours. Ha ha!" Like it's a flex or something. That's kind of really... It makes me mad. It makes me mad. And then he just tells a lot of fake stories that never happened and paints people to be more, like, worse people than they actually are. And, like, he just tells a lot of lies. I don't like him. And for those reasons, I, like, am very blunt to him about the fact that I don't like him. Because, recently, he asked me why I had blocked him, and I said, because I don't want to talk to you. And he was like, "Well, why?" And I was like, because you're a horrible person. And he was like, "Well, I sent you a message. Do you want to know what it said?" And I said, "No." And he was like, "Why? Why don't you want to know what the message said?" And I said, "Because I don't care. I really don't. Can you please get out of my face?" But that's that, you know. But what was I gonna say? And yeah, I think he might report me for that, but it's fine because I can just tell them that he is spreading rumors. Because if I tell them that he's spreading rumors, they won't care about the fact that I said something like that to him. Not that they would even really care in the first place. Sorry, that was a burp because I just drank soda. Sorry. But yeah, he's just like a really bad person. And I know he might see this. And I hope he does, honestly. I hope he does. Just so he knows what a horrible person he is. Like, all of this is going right over your head, isn't it? Isn't it? Ha! Anyway. But that's pretty much it. I know I said I would do candy stuff, but, like, it's kind of hard to do that and talk at the same time. And also I have nothing to, like, really do right now. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But that's pretty much it. Yeah.